Okay, so it's Wednesday, it's day 3 of being on the water, and Rob was doing night watch all night last night. Well, I got to sleep, kind of. I didn't get much sleep.
Yeah, so we lost power, and I ended up running the generator, so it's a great thing that we got that fixed, or we would have been kind of SOL out there. But everything turned out. We ran it for a couple hours, charged up the batteries, and now today the solar's going at it again.
It was kind of scary because it was dark out. It was like at 11 o'clock last night, and I got a little worried for a second because I wasn't sure if the generator was actually going to work, because we fixed our generator in Charleston.
Yeah, we've never used it since we fixed it, and since I rewired it into the new inverter.
And we were literally, what, 200 miles from shore?
Everything was just black and silent.
Yeah, and then the boat started heading south because the autopilot shut off.
Yeah. And we were sailing, we didn't have an engine running, so then we fired on one of the engines and got on our way, got it straight, and then kicked on the generator, charged up the batteries, everything else came on, and we were good.
Yeah. So now we've traveled about 350 nautical miles. We're almost halfway to Boston. We're stopping in Virginia on the Chesapeake Bay tonight because we need more fuel, propane, and water. So,
and we're probably going to be there till Sunday because the waves are going to get pretty big from this hurricane that's out there.
Yeah, there's a hurricane coming, so we're going to wait that out, and then we're going to continue on to Boston. We were only a few miles from our destination when the storm hit us. I'm Lauren. That's Rob. Together, we left our home in Colorado to set sail on our boat we call Kelpie. Join us as we embark on this adventure of a lifetime. As we were making our way into the Chesapeake Bay, we got caught in a thunder and lightning storm.
Entering the Chesapeake Bay, escaping the waves being built up by the hurricane out in the Atlantic, we surfed 8-foot breaking swells on one engine because the second one wouldn't fire up. With the swells, I didn't want to deal with diagnosing the problem.
right there. So we're not gonna die. It got cold and dark and stormy real quick. We're only going 3 knots. We only have one engine running. Our other engine won't start. Not sure why the other engine won't start. See that lightning off in the distance. We just put up the covers because it's going to start raining. Please be careful.
On the way to the bay, I had furled in the head sail because the wind was shifting slightly. There was one storm head that appeared, unable to turn back and fight the incoming swells we had surfed in on. We turned up the motor and were able to avoid it.
Which blue line? What? This one? Open it? Open it?
All of a sudden, the temperature dropped dramatically. It felt like 20 degrees, and the wind shifted. I immediately dropped and bagged the mainsail, and thank God I did. What followed was 40 minutes of horror. A massively powerful thunderstorm was coming for us. The question was, what could we do? This was outside the naval anchorage, which was very deep, around 90 feet, so casting the anchor was out of the question. We were in a relatively tight spot in the channel with a number of navigational buoys all around us and land not far behind us. So setting the autopilot on and hunkering below was impossible. So I was at the helm.
That's really close. The thunder.
We were surrounded by clouds. The wind picked up and our dance with Poseidon began. 50-knot winds pushing directly towards the shore. Concerned about being pushed into the shore, I cranked up the engine and fought the spinning effect of being on one engine. I was able to get us set into the wind. Then it shifted. I got us back set. Then it shifted again. This happened over and over again through the 40 minutes of this storm. In the distance, slowly creeping towards us, we saw what scared us the most, intense lightning striking the surface of the bay. As it got near, the sky went dark, and we were engulfed by a wall of rain. Strike, strike, strike. All around us, lightning was hitting the water. The wind was screaming and shifting. The rain was pouring. I was watching the chart, steering and feathering our single running motor, focusing on keeping us pointed into the wind to reduce our drag and keeping us away from the obstacles and land that was right around us. A strike happened right next to the boat, and I felt a massive shock go through me from the wheel to the throttle. Scared, but with no options but to continue the fight, I kept on the fight. This terrifying event continued for 40 minutes. Close the door somewhere.
I'm just scared.
Me too, I'm really scared, okay? There's nothing we can do except ride it out. It sucks a lot. There's nothing we can do.
Oh my god.
This sucks a lot. Sucks a fucking lot.
Why didn't you know this was coming?
I asked you to check the weather, right? Like, what am I supposed to know? We were running from the hurricane. I didn't know this was happening.
Ah!
We're in a really bad spot. We're Finally, the storm broke. We started motoring to the marina, using the radar to avoid the remnants of the storm. I found out later that the alternator had failed, so the battery was dead. I connected my 12-volt charger, and after an hour was able to start the engine and dock. We had never been more happy to get tied up.
Can I shut this light off? Yeah, can I put this light down? Don't forget to like and subscribe below.